Hello everyone, this is Henry. Getting the Canadian Ivey PMI is the combination of the services and manufacturing sector in Canada. And the number has been dropping steadily since a couple months ago. And we see some huge declines in this number. And right now we're looking at around the 46.7. And that essentially means purchasing managers is expecting that the economy basically to be shrinking, to be contracting. And we know that the number, if it is above 50, is considering that the economy is expanding. And when it is below 50, then of course they are expecting the economy to be shrinking. So this is of course a slightly negative number for the Canadian economy. And usually we don't trade the Ivey PMI unless it comes ahead of the employment changes. And now employment changes for Canada is scheduled on Friday. So we're going to be trading the Ivey PMI today. Now the consensus expectation, of course, for this release is around 46.7. The previous release was pretty bad, came around 45.4. So a little bit of expectation of an increase or less negative. We're going to be looking at 43.5 for a buy on the dollar CAD and perhaps a 50 for sell, because the 50 will move the expectation to a neutral stage, because when we have the PMIs, it is basically expected the 50, the median point is the 0 point. Alright, so if we see the market goes back to 0, this PMI goes back to 0, that means pretty much it's actually a plus. As long as it's not a negative, it is a plus. Okay, so once again, 50 for a possible sell on the dollar CAD, and about a 43.5 for a possible buy on the dollar CAD. We're going to be trading once again the dollar CAD pair. Yesterday, of course, I called for a sell above the 99.40. We went as close to 99.33 or so, 99.25. Even before the closing of the market, we were at 99.14.15. If you sell anywhere above the 99, you're looking at a 50 pips of profit minimum. Okay, so that's pretty much what the market is giving us. And first, we see the market has paired off a little bit of that movement, but it was still a very good trade if you were selling it according to plan. As a matter of fact, I think most of the recommendations yesterday worked out pretty good. So I hope you guys were able to pick up some pips. But if you're still in that trade right now for the dollar CAD trade, I would recommend that you get out of it or take some profit and wait for the next one, because I don't know where the dollar CAD is going to go after this release. Alright, so we're going to get ready to trade this one. It should be released in a very short time right now. So we're looking once again 43.5 for a possible buy on the dollar CAD and a 50 for sell on the dollar CAD. Have your trade station open, and we're going to be jumping on a trade immediately after the release. Or we may do a retracement trade, so just stand by. We should be getting this very shortly.
This is an adjusted Ivey coming in at 56.4 for Canada.
Is that correct?
52.3 expectation for Ivey.
Is that
57.6?
Am I looking at this right? 52.2.
2%. 0.6% higher, no less.
50, is this 52.2? So we are getting definitely a
57.6 versus 52.2
above expectation. Definitely 57.6. That's what we're getting, I think. So this is obviously a blowout number. Okay, so definitely a blowout number. Let's go ahead and take a quick sell, because that basically goes in the direction we want to go. Let's go ahead and take a sell right now, everyone. 98.78 level. Alright, we're taking a sell right now. Two things I want to talk to you guys about this. number one, it is a below number. It's an extremely positive number. Number two, we are, of course, expecting some further weakness in the US dollar. Number three, the dollar CAD has been reaching the 99 level, and I do expect the market to bounce back just from the technical side of it, of the market. So we're going with the trend, with the direction that I would expect the dollar CAD to go. So now, will this trade push up back to the above the 99 level? There could be a possibility, but I believe there's more of a possibility for it to go to the 9800. And we'll see 9800 today? Probably not. It will probably take a little bit of time before we see the 9800. But I think if you hold on to this trade for a few hours, we're more likely to see a 30 to 40 pips of profit than to hit our stop loss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stop loss. I'm going to recommend to put the stop loss around maybe the 99.20 level. I want to go for about 40 pips of stop loss, and let's go for 40 pips of TP.